What's going on, everybody? My name is TBMR, also known as Balkon, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we are taking a look at the Balkon's weapons mod made by BalkondeurAlpha. I don't know. I can't speak language. Anyways, this is a medieval style weapons mod made by, I'm just going to call him Balkon since it's called Balkon's Weapons. And it adds an assortment of very cool and very interesting weapons to weapon assortments to your arsenal of weapons in Minecraft. So we're gonna just start out with this one here, which is the diamond spear, and it is crafted with 1 diamond and 2 sticks. The diamond spear has a longer range than a diamond sword, so if I were to stay right there, cow. This is about 5 blocks away. Okay. About 4 blocks, I think, is how far you can hit. So it's got a bit of a further reach, which is really cool. So you can just keep those creepers just a bit farther away, so you don't have to deal with them. You can also throw the javelin at cows. I won't kill you guys because you're a little family. But you can throw it like this. But of course, you can't spam it because I am in creative mode right now. And if I were to go to survival mode and just chuck it at that chicken, if I can throw a freaking javelin. Or a spear, I should say. I do get it back, but it does durability to the actual spear itself, which is super cool. The next one we have is the halberd, which is an axe spear thing. Anyways, it's crafted with 3 diamonds at the end and 2 sticks. Basically, you can switch between the spear mode, which gives you a longer range, like the spear. If I can hit, for some reason, it's only doing 1 damage. It's supposed to actually do. The axe is supposed to do less damage than the spear, because the spear has much more of a penetration. This is more of a whack. So yeah, now you can see it's working with the axe. So it's got a closer range, and then the longer range you get hit better, which is super cool. So you can switch between different closer range melee or a longer range, which I think is a really cool idea and a really nice design. The axe mode is a little bit faster than the spear mode. On to the next one, which is the battle axe. The battle axe, you can just block with it, and it is crafted with 5 diamonds, which is quite hefty, but it's fairly decent. I mean, you can block with it, but really it's just a little bit weaker diamond sword that looks different. But it's cool for variety. I'm gonna save you, cow. Don't want to kill you because you're mama. So yeah, it does about 8. It does a little bit to the same as diamond swords, which is pretty cool. And the next one we have is the diamond knife. I was messing around with it earlier, that's why there's the durability on it. And you can craft it either way with 1 diamond like this, or one diamond and a stick like this. Now keep in mind, I'm only showing the diamond versions. There are, of course, the wood, stone, iron, and gold versions if you want to craft those, but I'm showing the diamond to show off the most damage. So if we have the knife, you can hit them. It does a bit more damage to mobs when you hit them with the knife. So if I were to hit this guy, it does about 7 damage. But if I were to throw the knife, because you can throw the knife, it does about 6. Of course, this one, if you throw it, you do get it back, but it takes durability off. But if you're in creative mode, you can just go like this and just spam the crap out of it. Anyways, on to the next item, which is the warhammer, which is made with 3 sticks and 2 diamonds on each side. This is a really cool weapon if it wanted to work. The problem is that so I'm just gonna go up to you. It does about the same as a battle axe. This is supposed to, if I hold right click and pull, it'll pull back and do an explosion damage and actually destroy blocks, I think. The one problem is that lag spike there. Sorry about that. The one problem is the fact that it crashes my game, which is a little sad. This mod is still taking the transfer to 1.7. I think it's been ages since it's been updated. Anyways, on to the next one. Sorry about my throat clearing. Just how I am. Apologies for that. Mr. Cow, would you like to test the flail or the morning star, whatever you want to call it? It's called a flail in this. Basically, you spam the right clicks like crazy, and you just throw this little spike ball out. Right now, it's only showing the wood texture. You can walk around looking pretty awesome, just pulling this thing along, which is kind of cool. Only has a wood texture right now, and it's still working development right now, which is A little sad because this was really cool back in the day when it had the cool textures. Same with all the other weapons when it worked. The only way to get the flail back in is just to switch weapons and go back to the other weapon, which is cool. The flail is made with 1 diamond, 2 string, and 2 sticks, like this. You kind of would think that. Just saying. But yeah. Anyways, onto the katana. It's basically a little bit faster diamond sword. You can hold right click and block, of course. Time set 0 for the good morning stuffs, just so it's daytime. It only does about 5 damage. It's not as strong as a diamond sword, which sucks, but it's a little faster, so you can hit those mobs just that bit faster. Now I'm gonna spawn a bunch of cows and drive everybody insane who hates those cow noises, and use the next weapon, which is the boomerang. The katana, by the way, is crafted with 2 diamonds and 1 stick. The boomerang is crafted with 1 diamond and 2 wood on each side. The boomerang, you can hold down for a short little bit, and it does about 7 damage when you just hold it a little bit. It does about 7 damage. But if you hold down right click for about 5 seconds, it does a critical one, which does about 9 damage. Thank you, Creeper, for being a great representation. And apparently it does damage when you hit them too. So I guess you could use this as a melee weapon. But the cool thing is, say if I were to throw it down there, I can move over here and hit 2 mobs on the way back, which is super cool. You can do a little curvy thing where if I throw it down there, I can run down here, and it'll come back and I'll catch it, which is super cool. Of course, it's going to disappear from your inventory, and then come back when you're in survival mode and take durability off I think only if you hit something. Let's test. And we'll run over here just for good measure. Okay, and only when you deal damage to something. So that's pretty cool. Get out of your cow. Anyways, we'll go on to the next set of items, which is, I think I have them all. Yes. Which is the musket, the javelin, flint pistol, musket, bayonet, crossbow, blowgun, and the fire rod. The fire rod is what we're going to start off with, and it is crafted with 1 torch and 2 sticks. Basically hit a mob, it catches them on fire, does about 2 damage, but you can get cooked meat from it, so that's one really good way of getting cooked food. Just go around slaughtering poor little animals with this fire rod. And then on to the next one, which I'll go into survival mode for. There's 4 different kinds of darts for the blowgun. The blowgun is crafted with 3 lovely sugarcane, and each dart you craft has about, you can craft 4 from the 1 recipe. It's 1 stick, 1 rotten flesh, and 1 feather. For the normal hunger dart, it is 1 cactus, stick, and feather. For the poison darts, it's just going to be the changing here, so it's going to be spider eye for the poison 2, and slime balls for the slowness. So the first one is probably going to be the hunger, so we're just going to click back. Now you can see it's cool. I loaded it, and there's a little green. I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see it. If you can see my mouse, right here is a green. You can see this green. That's representing that it's loaded, and it's red when I pull back and let go, and that does give the blood does give hunger. So that's super cool. Now this thing does says I speak English. This thing does say it does 2. I can speak English. This thing says it does 10 damage, but plus 10 reload time. Okay, I'm a derp. I did not read that correctly. Okay, so now it's loaded with the poison one, so we're just gonna poison this guy. Of course, it's not gonna do anything because he's like that. So we're gonna load up again, and we are going to have the poison 2 dart this time. So we're gonna blow dart that guy. Oh, I shot a little low, so I missed. It does have downward force just like arrows, so that's pretty cool. So we're just gonna shoot, and we got poison 2 on him. So it'll do a whole lot more damage. And then the last one, which is slowness, so we're just gonna slow that guy down. Oh, I can aim so well. If I actually shoot this there, you can see they've got their own little texture, which is super cool. Their own little model when they come out. So I'm just gonna do slowness to you since you have the most health. And now that he's slown, so he can't run as fast. So that's super cool to take out mobs if you don't want them to run away. The slowness only lasts for about, actually didn't see, I think it's about 10 seconds. Let me put the slowness back. Oh, it's still going. We'll do it to this guy over here so we can see the full time. And blow dart. Okay, it goes for about 18 seconds, 17 seconds, so that's super cool. Thank you, damage indicators, for being super helpful. on to the next one, which is the crossbow, which is crafted with 4 iron ingots, 1 bow, and 2 pieces of wood of any color. And you get some crossbow darts. You load this up, you hold down, and you shoot. And it's basically like a overpowered bow with a bit of a load time, but it's super powerful. I think it does, how much damage does it do? It has 15 reload time, so it's fairly fast, but I don't actually know how much damage it does. I think it's gonna do about 10 to 15, I can't tell. Okay, killed that squid. Squids have about 10 health, so it's gonna do more than 10 damage. So this thing's overpowered. The crossbow bolts are only made with 1 iron and 1 feather, so that's super cheap. Basically, you've got an overpowered weapon at your disposal just to take out those evil cows that drive you insane. Yeah. So anyways, on to the next one. We'll just go with the, alright. Well, there's actually 2 kinds of muskets. There is the normal musket, right here, which is crafted with a musket barrel and a the gun stock, my bad. A musket barrel is made with 3 iron ingots, and 1 flint and steel. And the gun stock is made with 2 sticks and 1 piece of wood. So the normal musket, of course, is going to be the same as this guy here. Now I only have 1 musket round. A musket round is made with 1 iron, 1 gunpowder, and 1 paper, and that will make you the round. Now you right-click, load, hold back, pull, shoot. It does about 18 damage, I do believe, to a mob, which is really cool. And of course, then you can add an attachment of a blade to make it a bayonet, which is just adding any of the knife types to the end of your musket. So that's cool. So if we get more musket rounds, so reload, it takes a long time to reload, but then boom, it's really cool, and it makes it's really loud too. So not the most stealthiest of weapons, but very cool. So on to the next one. I think I've covered that. We'll just go on to the blunderbuss next. So the blunderbuss is crafted with just a gun stock and a blunderbuss barrel, which is crafted with 4 iron ingots and 1 flint and steel in that pattern. Let me get spawn egg for something. Let's not get slimes. Those are easy. Let's go creepers, because we just want to do this to creepers. Blunderbuss take the same rounds as muskets, so that's super cool. So you won't have to do it. Oh no, wait, never mind. Takes blunderbuss. I'm stupid. I did not realize this here. It takes blunderbuss shots, which is gravel, gunpowder, and paper. And now if we pull back and shoot, holy crap, that does a lot of damage. So it takes a long time to reload, but dang, if you want to do a bunch of damage, use this thing. Bang! Holy crap, that's awesome. Next one we have is the flint pistol. Now the pistol, I do believe, takes musket rounds as well. Yeah, because I don't see any other type there. So we reload. It's quick reload, and then we shoot. And I missed. And I shoot. And I got a hit. It's really cool little pistol. It has a quick reload time, so if we get a bunch of creepers down. Oops, not the javelin next. And then we pull back, and we shoot. So it does about 10 damage. So that's really cool. So if you want a quick little pistol that does a lot of damage, it does 10 damage. That's a lot. That's more than a diamond sword, people. That's really cool. Anyways, I don't want to make this one too long, but it's so much fun going over all of these. Anyways, on to the next one, which is the javelin. The javelin is crafted with flint here and 2 sticks. The pistol, before I forget, is crafted with 1 stick, 1 wood, flint and steel, and 2 iron ingots. The javelin you can create, and you get like tons of them. I think you can. I didn't want a wooden boomerang, thank you. I wanted javelins. You can stack 16 of them, and they act as arrows, so you pull back, sort of. It's like a bow. And then you just throw a javelin. It does about 4 damage, which is super cool. So if you want javelins, if you want to have a javelin competition, see how far you can throw one. They go really far, which is super cool. Like, you can go really far with these things. Holy crap. Yeah, so basically that's it with the javelin. Let's go on to the final and last items, which is the dynamite, the cannon, and of course the training dummy. Dynamite corrupts your world. Do not craft this, do not throw this. It is crafted with 2 gunpowder and 1 stick, but we're not going to throw that because, oh, it's really bad. It corrupted up my world. I had everything set up, but it corrupted my world, which is really sad. I had fancy things set up. The cannon is crafted with 5 iron ingots and 1 piece of wood, logs, and flint and steel. You can right click to put it down. You have to have gunpowder and a cannonball in your inventory. I can't get this thing to fire. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's a really cool model, but I can't get it to fire, which is too bad. And then the final thing is the training dummy, which has wool, 2 wheat, leather tunic, and a stick to craft it. And basically, no matter how much you beat this thing, it will not break, but you just have to right click to pick it back up again. So that's super cool. So if you want to practice your weapons on stuff, you could just do that. You could practice all sorts of different tactics on them. Anyways, that was the Balkon's weapons mod. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time, guys.